Hi, welcome to this Blender video tutorial entitled Proportional Editing. Blender's proportional editing is a variable selection combined with a variable transform falloff effect. To demonstrate proportional editing, I've placed in my Blender scene a plane object which I have scaled up and subdivided a number of times. I will tab into Edit mode. The Proportional Editing button is located on the right end of the 3D Editor viewport header. Clicking on the button displays a small menu with three choices: Connected, Enable, and Disable. I will select Enable. Blender has a keyboard shortcut for enabling and disabling proportional editing, which is the O key. Pressing the O key will toggle proportional editing on or off. When proportional editing is enabled, a second drop-down box appears in the 3D Editor viewport header called Falloff. The Falloff drop-down menu allows for a selection of various falloff patterns. I'll select the Smooth Falloff. I will select one of the plane's vertices and press the G key, Grab. Note that a circle forms around the selection. This circle defines the area of falloff influence. The size of the area of influence can be controlled by the center mouse scroll wheel. In grab mode, the vertex can be moved and the vertices around it will also be moved based on the selected falloff pattern. Like any translation, it is possible to constrain the movement along a selected axis. Here I will press the Z key and move the vertex up along the Z axis. To confirm the move, left-click. I will select the Sphere falloff pattern, and then select another vertex. Press the G key and move the vertex along the Z axis. Left-click to confirm. I'll select the Root falloff pattern, and then select another vertex. Press the G key and move the vertex along the Z axis. I'll select the Sharp falloff pattern, and then select another vertex. Press the G key and move the vertex along the Z axis. I'll select the Linear falloff pattern, and then select another vertex. Press the G key and move the vertex along the Z axis. I will select the Constant falloff pattern, and then select another vertex. Press the G key and move the vertex along the Z axis. I will select the Random falloff pattern, and then select another vertex. Press the G key and move the vertex along the Z axis. I'll tab out of Edit mode. As you can see, proportional editing is quite useful in any type of sculpting operation. Proportional editing can also be used with the rotation transform. I'll switch to Layer 2. Here I have an unkept tube object that has been scaled and subdivided a number of times. I'll go to Front View, tab into Edit mode, and box select the center set of vertices. I'll set the falloff to linear. I'll press the R key, rotate, and increase the influence circle to include the whole tube. And then rotate. I will left-click to confirm the rotation. Tab out of Edit mode and rotate my view. Proportional editing can also be used with the Scale transform. I'll switch to Layer 3. Here I have a regular UV sphere object. I'll tab into Edit Mode, and then loop select the center group of vertices. I'll retain the linear proportional fall-off. I'll press the S key, Scale, and scale up and adjust the influence so that it encompasses the center area of the sphere, creating a flying saucer type shape. I'll then select the top and bottom vertices, change the fall-off pattern to sphere, rotate my view a bit, and then press the S key and scale down, adjusting the influence circle to encompass mostly the center part of the sphere. I'll tab out of Edit Mode. Proportional editing is frequently used to bend or twist an object. I'll go to Layer 4. Here I have rough modeled a mouth-looking object. The object has a mirror modifier so that the modeling done on the right side of the mouth will be mirrored on the left side of the mouth. I'll tab into Edit Mode. Select the far right vertex and go to Top View. I'll set the proportional fall-off to smooth and press the G key, Grab. I'll adjust the influence circle so that it encompasses the right side of the mouth and move the vertex up to give the object some roundness. I'll left-click to confirm the position. The proportional editing works in object mode as well as in edit mode. I'll switch to Layer 5. Here I have 7 column objects. I'll go to Top View and select the center column. I'll change the fall-off to linear. I'll press the G key followed by the Y key and adjust the influence circle to encompass all but the 2 outer columns and move the objects up along the Y-axis. I'll left-click to confirm the position. One of the options in the proportional editing drop-down box is called Connected. To demonstrate the connected proportional editing, I'll switch to Layer 6. Here I have modeled a cube object that has been extruded to form 3 finger-like extensions. I'll tab into Edit Mode. I will select Connected from the proportional editing drop-down box. Another way to do this is to use the shortcut Alt-O. I'll select Smooth Fall-Off. Connected is a variation on regular proportional editing. With connected proportional editing, the circle of influence is restricted to the connected topography of the mesh structure. I'll switch to Face Select mode and select the end face of the first finger. I will then press the S key, Scale, and adjust the influence circle to encompass the whole finger extension, and then scale the face down. Notice that even though the influence circle encompasses faces in the other finger extensions, only the extension attached to the selected face is affected by the smooth fall-off scale.